from the director of I Know What You Did Last Summer, a voodoo romp in the swamp. If you like horror content, hit that like and follow button. I'm Randy. Welcome to another one of my horror reviews. We are watching 31 Days of Halloween Horror. We are on day 17, and day 17 is Venom. No, not the superhero movie. This movie from 2005, almost 20 years old, and directed by the director of I Know What You Did Last Summer, Jim Gillespie. This movie features an all-star up-and-coming cast. Well, some of them don't act much anymore, but some of them do. You got Agnes Bruckner from Murder by Numbers. You have Jonathan Jackson from General Hospital. You have Laura Ramsey from The Ruins. You have DJ Catrona from Shazam. Also, Megan Good from Shazam. And Paolo Zwatska? I don't know his name. I know he played in Under the Tuscan Sun. But yes, you got an all-star cast here. This is a voodoo movie set in the swamps of Louisiana. The movie starts out with this old woman. She's a voodoo priest, and she digs up this box. And this box, you don't know what's inside of it. Well, she gets into the beginning of the movie. She gets into a car accident with these kids. And this guy named Ray Sawyer. He's a junkie, and he owns a tow truck, and he's just a rough all around the edges. But anyway, she gets into this car accident, and the car goes over with Ray inside of the car. Well, the suitcase opens up, this box, the suitcase, and there's a bunch of snakes in there. The snakes attack him and kill him and take the car down with them. Anyways, a few days pass, and Ray's body goes missing from the morgue. He ends up killing the morgue guy because he comes back alive. Well, you find out that he is possessed by someone named Mr. Jangles, who has 13 evil souls inside of him. And that's what the snakes come from. The snakes give him the different souls. But he's out for evil. He's just killing people for more souls. So he goes after these teenagers. And that's when the fun ensues. So anyways, the one that is related to Ray is Sean, who's played by DJ Catrona. He doesn't really recognize his father. He basically got her knocked up and left him. So he thinks he's a piece of shit. So he's glad that he's dead. So anyways, things start going awry. When first, Bijou Phillips, who's played by Tammy, she goes to the body shop with one of her friends. Like, she stops at the gas, something, she stops there. And she ends up dying first. She gets one of those blow thingies that takes off the paint of cars. He kills her with that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, they just all start dying off one by one. Sean freaks out because the body's gone missing from the morgue, and he's like, what happened? Cece, who's played by Megan Good, her grandma was a voodoo priestess, so she's into all that voodoo stuff, so she kind of explains what's going on and how this Ray person has come back alive with Mr. Jangles inside of him, and he won't stop until everybody's dead, pretty much. So they all meet at Cece's house, which you got Eden, which is Agnes Brucker, Eric, Jonathan Jackson. You got Rachel, Laura Ramsey, um, Ricky, and Cece and Sean. They all basically meet up. Rachel and Ricky end up going for help, and they run into Ray. Well, Ricky dies. He gets pulled apart, and then the girls are all in the house with Eric. Yes, with Eric, and they do like this voodoo spell to try to like get rid of Ray, but it doesn't really work. Um, After Sean dies, he kills Sean. He grabs him around with the chain and pulls him out of the house with the chain. It's a really cool scene. And then he guts him. So he guts his own kid. But yeah, Sean dies. The voodoo spell doesn't work. They all get split up because Ray tears down the house with his pickup truck, and he kills Cece, slices her throat, and then the next thing you know, you got Rachel, Eden, and Eric left. They try running in a car, and there's this scene where he grabs Rachel around the neck with the chain and pulls her to his tow truck, and Eden and Eric are pulling on her from the other car, and they come across this T in the road where this big tree is, and she doesn't make it. She gets rammed right into the tree. So Rachel dies there. And then Eden and Eric are left. Eden loses Eric in the swamp, so she thinks he's dead, but she ends up in a crypt, in a funeral, like a cemetery, where he like hides the bodies. So she hides in there while he puts Eric's body in there. He's still alive, and to save her, he makes a noise, and he gets stabbed in the head with a knife or a pitchfork or something like that. But yeah, Jonathan Jackson dies. So it's just Agnes Bruckner left. Eden. So Eden basically fights for her life with this creature, this thing that's possessed, and she thinks she kills him, but she gets away, and he's still alive. But she ends up getting a hold of the tow truck, and she fucking runs him down and piles him into a tree and like blows him to pieces. So he's pretty much dead after that. But at the end, the snakes that were in the suitcase crawl out of his dead body and continue on. So therefore, the snakes are still alive. But Agnes Bruckner lives. She's a good final girl in this movie. She was really well acted. I thought she did a very good job. This is, I got a bunch of hits on this a couple years ago when I did this for my horror review. So I thought I'd do a full review for Venom. So yeah, check it out. It is available to stream you can rent it on Prime or Apple TV. Check it out. This movie is not bad. Yeah, Venom, before there was a Venom superhero. Check it out, and or buy it. See if you can find it to buy it. Support physical media. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for day 17, 31 days of Halloween horror is Venom. Like and follow for more, and comment if you feel like it. Have a wonderful time. See you in the next video, day 18. Have a good one.